film this today just to share it with the guys that are going to be here from the Personify Marathon lot. So we've got a few obviously here as well. We've got Sue, Laura, Mags, and we've got a couple of guys that are I've been part of it recently, or part of the setup as well. So today what I want to do is just explain exactly what the Personify Marathon is about, how we kick butt with the training as well, and to go from those. So the difference between Personify Marathon, or what happens basically next, is we create a WhatsApp group with all of the guys in it. We turn a single individual sport into a group dynamic. And I create a personalized training plan for you, right? So that I send that across to you in the post in a physical aspect. Remember this, guys? Send it into a physical aspect so you can put it onto your fridge. You can tick off each session if you like. But life isn't static. Life is very dynamic. So with this, what that means is you also get a live plan. This is where Raf comes in. This is my man. So Raf is our admin superstar. He's basically my tech guy. So between Raf and myself, we turn that static plan into an Airtable live plan. What that means is you can now add the feedback in week by week, day by day, session by session. Sue's done this before, Lyndon's done this before in the past marathon block. And with that, you start to learn about a lot more than just your running. You start to learn about your nutrition, you start to learn about your pacing, you start to learn about your clothing, your trainers, everything you need to know from the running side of things. And you can add your feedback in there, but also you might pick up a niggle or an injury, and therefore we can adapt around it and we can change your plan to what it needs to be. So that's really key about them, things that are more beyond that just a static plan that you can download, something like that before. So that's where your personalization and your constantly changing plan develops. The second thing we have is the week by week explanation on exactly what and how to maximize your potential at marathon running and racing, right? So with that one, we cover nutrition, we cover the mindset stuff, we cover all those things that we've gone through before. So before, during, after nutrition, pacing, understanding a variety of factors, and we do that on a live Zoom call. And that means that basically with that one, you've got that one set on YouTube. So if you can't make any of the live calls, which are Monday nights, then I put that onto YouTube and lock it. And that means you can watch it on Tuesday, on Wednesday, on Thursday. Everything in your plan is flexible. From picking up the occasional niggles to moving things around holidays or family occasions or birthdays, to making sure that you can make the most of every single part of the process. The next one is mobility. Now you're a friend you're someone that absolutely loves the mobility side as well. So I'll bring Lyndon over just for a second, just briefly. How did, you can come over. Yeah, I like that. You step onto the stage. Lyndon's just completed the marathon block and ran an 18-minute PB, right?
Yes.
Marathon,
Yeah.
right? Amazing. How did you find the mobility side of things impacted your overall training journey for those guys that are just about to start?
So the training journey, it prevented, I believe, I had 0 niggles, 0 injuries. Coach over here was worried I was going to injure myself because I made that much progress. I want to go faster, and I believe the mobility was probably the key factor in that, because I've trained for marathons before, but I didn't have any mobility in there, and it was very one-line progress.
Now, I have to say I haven't briefed Lyndon actually at all on this. I just literally picked him after the track session. So sorry if you don't know the answer to questions and stuff. But what is mobility? Like, what does it mean for you?
My take on it is it's a bit like yoga or Pilates for runners. Lots of stretching, starting off with dynamic to warm up and then static to finish, which I knew nothing about stretching before. That could be wrong, but that was my take on it.
That's pretty much spot on. I like that. So so what that means is we cover that on Friday mornings at 7:30. So we have that specifically for the marathon plan. You guys get it locked in at 7:30, and I'm always there leading it from my garden. I then, if you can't make that time, I record it and I set up a link that I share on the WhatsApp group, which means you guys can do it later on the Friday, on the Saturday, etc. But I like that timing because it's just before the weekend, so it's ideal from that side of things. So you get that step-by-step plan, you get your actual specific plan itself, the step-by-step guide, the mobility, and then you get me as a coach. So unfortunately, no, not at all. That means if you have a question, you're not sure, you don't want to speak up in the sessions, you can just ask away and ping me a message. That's really important. Guys, am I missing anything? No.
The mobility's on replay as well if you can't make it.
So the step-by-step or the mobility are both on replay. So it's just really flexible, and that's key. So that's what it involves. just delighted to have the team together. So the team goes live tonight. The weekly plans are between 16 and 18 weeks based on whether you're worried about niggles and injuries. They also include a 1 to 2 week recovery based on your experience with marathon running. Yeah, I'm just excited. I am full-time Personify Marathon for the first time ever, and I am absolutely buzzing. That's all cool. Thank you very much, Laura, for filming. That's good. All good. Thank you guys for going for those as well. Paul Raff and Lyndon had no idea I was going to put them in.